And ladies and gentlemen, joining me, our top guest for 9 p.m. tonight on yet another budget evening. It's always lovely to talk to him. He was there last budget as well. And Union Minister for Commerce and Industry needs no introduction, Piyush Goyal. Fantastic. Congratulations all round this. Even your critics don't have anything much to say. Even Chidambaram looked lost for words in his rather boring press conference in response today. But the big story, Mr. Goyal, nil tax slab for up to 12 lakhs. And the finance minister kept this till the very end, and there was huge build-up. What impact do you think that will have? What's the thought there?
Arnab, thank you for having me on the show. It's 12 lakhs and also 12 lakhs 75,000 for salary earners, which is a large component of the middle class. So they will have to pay no tax. So effectively, almost the entire middle class is going to be tax-free. Those above 12 lakhs also have got a benefit ranging from 50,000-60,000 to about 1,10,000.
Hello.
So it's really a budget that gives so much more money into the pocket of the middle class,
little more,
which ultimately will go to boost consumption demand, which will ultimately go to increase the demand for goods and services, which will give a boost to trade, which will give a boost to manufacturing, which will ultimately lead to more jobs. It's actually a virtuous cycle that we are creating. On the one hand, infrastructure investments continue at 11,20,000 crores. Consumption is going to get a big boost. Developed economies the world over have always grown their economies on these two pegs, infrastructure and consumption. And with this massive relief to middle class, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Finance Minister Nirmala Ji have truly set the path, have created the foundation for Viksit Bharat 2047.
But you're also foregoing a lot of income. So that means that obviously you're betting on growth.
We are betting big on growth, but despite foregoing a lakh of crores, which will go straight into the pocket of the middle class. Imagine the fiscal deficit is at only 4.4%. Nobody had imagined that current year it would be at only 4.8 and next year at 4.4. We were all expecting current year to be about 5 and 4.6% next year. It shows the deft handling of the economy. It also shows that India has truly moved to a corruption-free government where all public services are reaching the last man at the bottom of the pyramid with no leakages, because of which, even with lesser resources, we are able to deliver much more public welfare. Economy is growing, we're the fastest growing economy in the world. We are ensuring low tax regime. We are attracting high foreign direct investment. Domestic industry players have also started committing huge amounts of investments and creating new jobs. Our startup ecosystem is vibrant. We are now the world's third largest. Another 10,000 crores has been committed as startup fund number 2. So all in all, the Indian economy is demonstrating all the signs of a rapid build-up towards prosperity and a developed nation.
Also, congratulations on the export promotion mission. Comes straight under your ministry, going to be handled jointly by Commerce, MSME and the Ministry of Finance. Now, I want you, because you understand things so well and you understand the US so well, all of this is happening at a time when there's this big fear that, we're going to be targeted with tariffs by an angry Trump-led government. You think that's going to happen? Is that a worry? Are we preparing for that with the export promotion mission? What's the idea there? Because you have had a lot of exporters meeting you, expressing their concern about whether we may be targeted. I want you to just give a picture of the export scenario A, the idea of the promotion mission, and the possible consequences of whatever the Trump administration will or will not do.
We will close the current year with a record $800 billion of exports. And this is despite the fact that petroleum goods export has come down. Gem and jewelry, which has certain stress in the world markets, because discretionary spending is down, has come down. So despite petroleum, gem and jewelry coming down, we'll cross the threshold of 800 billion. Services exports are vibrant. Global capability centers are growing rapidly. The world is coming to India for talent, for skills, and for services. I personally see the export mission further giving a boost in our efforts to market India, in our efforts to focus on select products where there's huge potential, looking at value-added products, looking at products which create a lot of jobs in the Indian economy. I think it's a great opportunity to grow our exports towards $1 trillion in the next 2 or 3 years. Having said that, I think we will obviously be faced with several challenges along the way, but Prime Minister Modi converts every challenge into an opportunity. He shares a strong bond of friendship with President Trump. We have already agreed to work together as friends do, as partners do, as strategic colleagues do. We are very confident that with the United States also, we will be able to strike up a very good working relationship. We have lots to do together with our friends in the US. We have worked with the Trump administration last time around very well, and I'm sure in the months and years to come, we'll continue to strengthen the Indo-US partnership to even greater heights. And really, India is no threat to the US. We are both democracies. We both have transparent rule of law. We both support each other's ideas. We are both producing different types of goods. So many of our goods are intermediate goods, which will support the Make in America plan of President Trump. Many of our goods are goods which will replace non-transparent economies and substandard goods coming from other parts of the world with high-quality Indian goods. So we really have a great opportunity to work together. I'm looking forward to working with my counterparts in the Trump administration to further strengthen this beautiful relationship between President Trump and Prime Minister Modi, between businesses in the US and India, and between the people of the United States and India.
Oh, you know, I'll just say one thing, viewers, if you're watching this interview, watch very closely what Piyush Goyal is saying, because after the Prime Minister goes to the US and back, you will look back upon this interview and say, was he giving a hint there? Now, viewers, he's giving a hint there. Piyush Goyal is the kind of person the Trump administration will work well with. He's a very tough negotiator, very tough negotiator. Once a video of him negotiating right there with some foreign visitors on a metro went viral, so he talks straight. And I get a feeling, Piyush ji, if I can say so, that when you say you're going to turn it into an opportunity, I feel you're going to do something big in terms of trade with the US. I think there's already something in the works. Obviously, you won't give me all the details, but something is in the works.
Well, I have...
Your smile gives it away a little bit.
Courage of conviction. I have the courage of conviction that with Prime Minister Narendra Modi as the country's leader, he will certainly, and with his deep relationship and bonds with President Trump, he will certainly be able to continue this Indo-US strategic partnership, take it to greater heights, and I'm confident that President Trump also will appreciate that in India he has a trusted friend in Prime Minister Modi. He has a person who really respects the American businesses, who has worked very well with America over the last 11 years. And I'm sure going forward, US and India together will work as friends, as partners, and in a win-win situation for both countries.
Okay. One quick question before I close. Some people are saying that we could top 8% now, growth. You know, it was tempered a little bit, and in the last 2 to 3 months, industry elsewhere have been a slight slowing down of consumer demand. People express concerns. Some sections of the media overreact to that. You've effectively silenced all of those people who were, the Lutyens, sudden champions of the middle class, saying that Modi government has let down middle class. They have nothing more to say. But you're betting on growth. Let me put the question in that context. Can we top 8%? Can we actually move much faster than we had planned even 6 months back?
I personally think Prime Minister Narendra Modi is working in a very steady manner towards that objective. He doesn't rush things. He doesn't do half-baked things. He's very cautious, very careful, very calibrated in his approach, but very focused to achieving high targets and meeting the demands and the dreams of 1.4 billion people. I have the confidence that Prime Minister Modi very systematically, see, on the one hand is strengthening the macroeconomic fundamentals of the economy, bringing inflation down, steadily remaining the world's fastest growing economy, ensuring fiscal prudence, only 4.4% fiscal deficit, strengthening foreign exchange reserves. So very nicely and smoothly, he has strengthened the Indian macroeconomic fundamentals. He focused on investments in infrastructure, and you can see the impact of that all over the country. Now he has put money into the pocket of the middle class, which will promote consumption-led growth. Simultaneously, look where his eyes are. Footwear and leather, 22 lakh jobs. Toys, to become a global leader in toys. Makhana, simple thing like makhana, support to the farmer. Cotton, improve the productivity of cotton. Provide more finance, KCC limit, 3 lakh to 5 lakh. MSME limits, all doubled 2.5 times what they were. Providing more funds to promote growth. Tourism, 50 new destinations. Work in partnership with the states. Incentivize states, 1.5 lakh crores, 50-year zero interest loan. That's like a grant. The net present value of the money they have to pay back is 1%, 2%. They really have, it's like a grant. But it supports states' efforts to provide last-mile connectivity. Supports homestays through his measures. Hotels will be provided land at affordable prices so that tourism gets a boost. Udan 2 has come out, 4 crore passengers, 120 new destinations. Just see the holistic and comprehensive development agenda which will spur growth. I don't think people have as yet been able to appreciate or connect the dots that this is a very, very far-reaching, impactful budget with a vision that only a visionary like Prime Minister Modi can have.
And I think it's very deft handling. And when you said 4.4%, I must tell you, I couldn't believe it because we were all betting around 4.7% and expecting, as you're saying, about 5%, 4.9 to 5%. It's unbelievable. And I think this is great for the middle class. And I would like to thank you. And Piyush Goyal ji, we are going to watch you very closely as you go on that US visit. At every move of yours, as they say in that song, I'll be watching you. Thank you very much, Piyush Goyal, for joining us on this pre-budget, post-budget chat. Thank you very much, Piyush. Thank you.